What's up, you guys? We're here with the Underground Countdown with your favorite DJ, Stefan Rashad.
And Alex P.
And I say, we get straight to it, why don't we? Today's guest has been on BET, MTV, Revolt, and he's here with us today to give us everything and more. Give it up for Uni-G. Go get it, go get it, go get it, go get it. Give him a master plan. And that's my favorite part. Yo, Uni, what's up?
We're shaking like a Jamaican, y'all.
Well,
Shaking
listen,
like a Jamaican. Yes.
so much. So
Yes.
I hear you've had a busy summer.
I have.
What's been up?
Man, I've been doing so much. Gearing up for this album release, gearing up for the album period. It's been a lot. Just clearing these samples. Clearing these samples is so much money, $15,000, and I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gearing up for the album, the release, clearing the samples, the art, just doing so much for the album. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for it.
So tell me, what has been your favorite part of the process so far?
Honestly, and I mean this wholeheartedly, being here with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out to
I'm lying.
Underground Countdown. You heard him.
I'm lying.
Oh.
No, I'm playing. No, definitely. No, I'm playing.
He always
I'm
got the
playing.
jokes.
You know what? No, and I sincerely mean that. Like, just doing these dope interviews with people just trying to pick at my mind. I really appreciate it because it's kind of like the Oscars and the BET Awards. I feel like not enough people appreciate the BET Awards when it represents
Let
us.
him know. That's the culture.
Exactly. I'll give it all up here before I'll give it all up at Power 105.
Yes.
Pause. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather, get deep with y'all, communicate with y'all, so y'all get to know why, I'm going through, where I'm at, and where I'm going, you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of culture and like what you're going through,
Right.
how is that being reflected in your music, especially with this new album?
Right, you know what, that's very funny that you mentioned that because it was something I battled with younger, which also reflects on my music today because, I'm like, all right, I'm black, I'm an African American, and someone had stopped me like, no, Uni, you're African. Our struggles are somewhat different than an African or a black American would be. And I'm like, I don't understand. I'm Tuskegee Airman. He's like, no, you come from the Ashanti tribe, and it's something I had to figure out, like, who am I? Which is, which I was gonna call my album, but I decided to call it Welcome to My Universe, which pretty much talks about who I am. So my culture is reflective on this album of who I am, where I've been, where I'm going, so forth and so on.
I love that. So you said your culture is reflective. What track is the most reflective?
I'd probably have to say right now, the first track, it has a choir, so I got a whole bunch of singers on two of the songs, and it just pretty much talks about, like I'm saying, where I've been, where I'm at, where I'm going. One of my favorite lines is, right now, I know all of our money is copper, but soon it'll be jollof in our G5 departures. And to know what jollof is a Ghanaian dish.
Yeah.
And it's something I just always want to rain upon my family, just give them a whole bunch of stuff, whole bunch of riches, things I feel that they deserve, as well as my team. I'm nothing without my team, so that's one of my favorite tracks.
Cool. So, sorry. My question is, when you were finding your team and really trying to find your sound, what was the difference between creating your past albums to this album? Do you feel like your creative team grew with you, or did you have to weave through a few of them?
I had to definitely cut out a few people from the team. Franklin T. Grant is one of them. No, I'm playing.
Shout out to Frank.
Shout out to Frank. That was definitely, shout out. It was hard building a team and very hard to get people to believe in me, for starters, because I guess I don't personify the ideal rapper. I use words like personify for no reason, and my vernacular is all messed up. I use words like vernacular, you feel me, B? So for starters, I wear a wooden chain. I guess I don't dress gold and all that. So they was like, he can't rap. But then when I really rapped, they was like, hold on, he can really rap. Then I also talk about things. So trying to build a team who understood my image was very hard. A few of them were even doubtful, like, yo, Uni, like, no one wants to hear that conscious stuff anymore, or fake conscious stuff. So just rap about what Uzi rap about, or what this rapper raps about. I'm like, I can't, because I don't know how to be anyone but myself.
Right.
I just didn't know. If I could, I would. I just didn't know how to. So once, I guess, the accolades started building up, people started feeding into what I am, then the team just came along naturally. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, while we're talking about image, I know you spoke earlier that you're spending a lot of money, on your album. But I do want to point out
Wow.
Your shoes.
You know, I mean,
if we can get some shoe
I'm being
cam.
very honest with you. I found these in front.
These are
In front
Yeezys.
where?
They were hanging on the telephone pole. So I got up there. I
I
cut
thought
it
those
off.
were in my closet.
You know, yeah, that was you. That was you. These is you. And I have to give a shout out to my stylist, Taylor Nichelle. I'd be remiss if I did not.
Yeah,
Taylor
shout
Nichelle,
out.
holla at you. You ready? So yeah, I had to give a shout out. She put this whole fit together. Not that I needed a stylist, you know what I'm saying?
Cause you got mad style,
Hell,
right?
you know,
Yeah.
all right, you know
You were
this.
just born with it, or
I wasn't
maybe
born with it. It
it's
was
Maybelline.
innate, you know what I'm saying? Innate, you know what I'm saying? So, yep.
So okay, so since we're speaking about style, you have this like huge like '90s vibe
Right,
to
right.
your music, to your
Right.
style. What brought you to the '90s? Like obviously, because it was one of the best times in the world. But like, what really made you like, okay, this is where I feel at home at when I'm making my music. This is where I feel at home at when I'm getting dressed.
Right.
What brings you to the '90s?
Well, I was born in the 80s, so I legit had a chance, somewhat of a chance to legit experience the 90s. Like, I remember when Tupac died. I remember when Biggie, you know, passed away. So I guess that time period was just so big and influential on me as a person and in my music. So I guess somewhat going back to pay homage to what they did for, you know, music and the culture is why I dress the way I do. I kind of like to call myself retro instead of 90s, just because I don't want people to think my music is 100% 90s. Because once you hear my album, you're like, oh, this isn't probably what I thought it would have been, but it has a touch of it.
It has that
You know,
influence,
Exactly. It's so me that I feel like I didn't have a chance to depict on my first album, which was trash. But it made sales. It made sales.
It was not trash.
It was dead garbage. I was just
Not
trying
garbage.
to say so much of what was in my mind that I didn't have a chance to sandwich it in. I feel like I did in this album. Like in this album, every track is cohesive. The first album, I was still trying to like, look, the government. Wait, I'm trying to party, but wait, the '90s, and you know what I'm saying. So you know, we're all human. You know, we have so many thoughts, and that album is reflective upon that. Whilst this album is like, look, just find out who I am first, and you know, from there you'll find out where I'm going, and so forth, so on.
Well, fantastic. Well, we're gonna find out more about Uni-G right after this video. Let's watch.
Let's get it.
Here's Coco Sarai.
All right, and we are back at the Underground Countdown here with Uni-G.
Cut it out. Y'all need to stop.
All
Y'all
right.
need to stop.
All right, so
Yes.
Uni, I have a question.
Yes.
You know, I know you were talking about your identity and you know being part of the tribe. So, are you looking for that tribal queen, or have you found the queen of your tribe?
You know what? You know I gotta change my voice when I get sexy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't even I ain't found nobody yet. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot to offer, and
Stop! I want you to look into the camera and
have a lot
talk
to
about how
offer,
much
you
you
feel
have
me?
to offer.
And I take myself like very highly or whatever. I don't know. I really.
You don't
express
settle.
it. Yeah, I don't, and I don't put myself on a pedestal, but the person I'm with, I do. So I expect a lot because I know I can give a lot, and when I say a lot, I just want you to be loyal, communicate with me, and be honest. So therefore, I haven't found a woman. You know they don't exist.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? No, you already got your king. I know your king. I don't play with him. He will beat me up. So you know what I'm saying is I love women, and I'm looking for that special one. You can find me on Christian Mingle at Jesus in the Streets.
That's why you hadn't
Satan
found
in
it.
the Sheets. Right. Jesus in the Streets, Satan in the Sheets. So I'm looking for that special one. You know what I'm saying?
Satan in
Also,
the streets.
No, it's Satan in the
No, he said Satan in the streets.
Satan
In the sheets.
Jesus.
In the streets.
In the
Satan in the sheets.
Streets. Oh,
Yes.
Jesus in the streets.
Streets.
Satan in the streets.
Yes, admirable. No, I'm just looking, you know,
I'm
whenever
gonna give him
that
hell.
special one. I'm also very spiritual, so if we can't connect spiritually, then I guess
That's what's
I
up.
can't. You know what I'm saying?
So there have been no past relationships.
There has been a past relationship. Why are you trying to touch on?
Was she a
Yeah.
battle?
Beginning.
Was she a battle rapper?
No, she wasn't a battle rapper. I'm supposed to be a G up here. You trying to get emotional? Take me to a place I don't want to go.
Can we have a tissue? Can we have a tissue from the
No,
booth?
I was in an 8-year relationship. We were engaged, trying to be like you. Yeah, we were 8 years, but we decided.
You're like
to-
18 now, though. So when do you start? When you were
I wish I
10?
was 18. I'm 28. I'm 28.
You look-
Yeah, I am 28. But
Oh, he's a
When's your
baby.
birthday?
March 24th, 1989. Yes. I'm
Is that
Aries.
a Pisces?
Aries.
Aries.
Not that
Yeah, I
I'm
was-
into.
I was like,
Whatever.
The sign and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm into
it doesn't matter if you're into it or not because Tauruses are always going to be. the
You right.
best. Yeah.
You right. You ain't never lie. You ain't never
I'm so
lie.
sorry. I thought somebody said Tauruses are the best. When there's a Virgo sitting in between.
Oh.
Did you say Virgo? I said Virgo.
And if you have the same sign as Beyonce, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
You know what
you're
I'm
right.
saying?
You're
You
right.
win.
You're right.
You win.
It goes beyond saying.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
Thank
know,
you.
all
So
right.
it's Virgo all day, every day.
Right.
No discussion,
sorry.
no
Nah.
argument.
Okay, so speaking of freestyling,
Yes.
I was wondering if you can give us a little freestyle right
Ah,
now.
he put me on the spot.
Of course.
But
I
that's
mean,
nothing.
You gotta tell these
This is
people
what
out
I
here
does.
why they gotta listen to you.
I'm gonna tell you why you gotta listen to me. You
Uh-huh.
know why?
Give it to them.
Because they want to see us die off.
Oh, let him know.
On the floor screaming, Lord, with our flesh flying off.
Ha!
Instead of thinking and using our light bulbs, we run from the light barrage when the light's off. It's because you don't dream you're a vampire, you transpire. The entire campfire was satire. But you don't see how this whole thing backfires because they rather fornicate until their souls expire.
Whoa!
Wait, don't you get it? If you want it, go get it. Because they rather see us dead or 16 and pregnant. And chill with the negative you keep around y'all. Your friends be the same praying on your downfall. You know
Ah!
Okay, we're going to commercial. We're going to commercial. That's it.
That's the
Yeah,
siren.
so-
That's
okay.
the siren.
What?
Okay,
All right, you guys, we're back with the Underground Countdown, and we're still here with Uni-G. He's been hanging out with us all episode long.
Tuck me in the building, you already know.
Hey, you already knew this.
You already know this.
Okay, so my next question is,
Yes.
we all want to know, what is Uni-G stand for?
Who,
How
me?
did-
I'll let you know. What's crazy before I even tell you, it used to like me when people used to say my name incorrectly. So I've got an Uni-G.
Every day of my life.
I've got an Uni, I've got an Oni, and I've got an G-Unit. Like, yo, G-Unit, like the entire interview, they were like, yo, shout out to G-Unit, he's doing his thing, him and 50. I'm like, no, I don't know 50. But anyway, Unilize is my middle name, but
Unilize.
Yeah, Unilize.
That's so
Secret
Unilize.
truth,
That's
yeah.
so cool. How do you spell that?
Unilias.
Yes.
But Uni-G
Silly.
stands for the unidentified God.
Whoa,
Right, just fake deep.
that's
I
powerful.
said it too high pitched. Unidentified God. You know what I mean? Yeah, which pretty much was the idea behind it. It was when everyone started to find out that they were gods. I felt like it became more of a trend than something soul seeking. So people needed to find out actually what God is before they call themselves God. So until then, unidentify yourself as it until you finally identify yourself as God. So until then, the unidentified God and so many other reasons that we're trying to become one with God, et cetera, et cetera.
So then does that like wrap back into your
My music?
Yeah.
100%. You
And
know,
especially this new album that you call My Universe?
Yes. Welcome to my universe. And I saw how influential my words are because you think as an unsigned artist, you're just like, well, I'm not Drake or I'm not this, but then I legit stopped somebody from committing suicide from some corny song that I wrote a long time ago. It's called Do the Cocoa Butter. She legit was on her way to kill herself, and she said it came in on her headphones, and she just smiled. I'm like, off cocoa butter? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I couldn't believe that something so stupid was like changed her life. So now I'm like, every time I say something, I'm gonna try to make sure it's impactful somehow, some way.
That's
you know?
amazing.
See, and that's beautiful, and that's what everyone should be doing.
Right.
I hate that the music industry has become so me, when it's really about the people, and it's really about bringing community together,
Right.
just like this show. So I hope you're watching.
Right. This is why I'm on the show because it's here to change lives.
Yeah,
To change
exactly.
lives,
It's here to
right.
bring the community back, and that's what we're missing.
Yeah.
And I love that that's what you are about. So, guess what's about to happen now, my
What's about to happen?
friends?
Don't tell me I'm about to get on this stage.
You about to kill this
You about to
stage.
tear it down.
Look.
You about to go get it.
Hey, go,
And-
We about to
Wait,
swerve
you guys
on
do
him.
Swerve on
About
him.
to swerve.
Alrighty, guys.
Which I
Swerve
produce,
on 'em.
so just you need beats.
Swerve on 'em.
Let me know.
Yes, let them know. Let them know. Alrighty, guys, give it up for Uni-G.
Yeah.